reading today. So I wanted to see what messages you need to know at this time. That's for your highest and greatest good. Let me take this on. Yeah. So this is just a collective message to see what you need to look out for the rest of the day. Advice, guidance. This could be something that you've already experienced, something that you may be currently experiencing, or something to look out for in the future. I hope everybody's having a great day wherever they are, or great evening. Let's see. I want to get oracle cards instead. Yeah, let's go into the answer oracle. Let's say there's anything you need to know, any answers, anything. So if you're new here, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an oracle and tarot card reader. And I appreciate you for being here. Hopefully I can provide you with some answers, clarity, confirmation, or just general advice. Seagull came out: cunning, perseverance, fearlessness, survival, freedom. It's like you're gonna have to face something head on. You can't be afraid. Redemption. It's interesting that both of these cards have skies and clouds in it. So this could have to do with the way you're thinking, the way you're understanding and sexualizing things. If there's any confusion that you need to overcome, because we have seagull, redemption, and fusion. So seagull, I read already: cunning, perseverance, fearlessness, survival, freedom, redemption, hope, miracle, turning point. And you see there's a lot of clouds. So this is like, if there's something that you've been facing and it's been very challenging, you had to be very strategic. You probably had to take some cunning action. Maybe you had to be sneaky like a fox in some aspects, but it was for the purpose of overcoming any challenges or struggles you may have encountered. But it's like with the redemption card and the fact that the seagull card is saying freedom, there's like something that's going to be changing, turning. There seems to be some sort of alignment. Things are like harmonizing, getting in balance. Like everything is like synchronizing. With the fusion cards, there's align, openness, harmonize, collaboration. So it's like if you're someone who believes, who has prayed, who manifests, who believes in law of attraction, who's been trying to keep their energy right, trying to keep high vibrational, you could do that despite going through shit, where it's all about perception, it's also about mindset, but it's also about taking care of what needs to be taken care of. It's not about pretending that there isn't anything wrong going on when there's something clearly wrong going on that you need to face, but it's like some of you are going to be overcoming some sort of struggle that's going to bring you into some sort of alignment. It's going to seem like everything is harmonizing, everything is coming together. It's like you, spirit, God, angels, whatever you believe in, are working together, and it's like everything is coming together. Everything is falling into place for you. So let's see with the seagull card what this is regarding. Let's clarify the seagull card. This reading is for the collective. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Good morning from NYC. So we got Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Wheel of Fortune with the Page of Cups. It's interesting. Lately, the themes in my readings have been about the heart, about emotions. And that the fact that we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out and one of the cards says turning point. It's like certain things are turning out in your favor. But I think it's as long as you stay aligned and as long as you stay open. Openness is one of the words in the fusion card. Openness. Don't close your heart out. Don't close out your feelings. Don't turn cold. Don't withdraw. Stay connected. Do everything that you need to do. Stay emotionally open. Stay emotionally collected. Of course, you have to maintain boundaries. That's necessary. But there's still an openness that you can still have. Hey, FinTube. Hey, Bristol. Hey, Stephanie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Page of Cups. So this is like staying open, still being curious, still having wonder, still like, I don't want to say being idealistic, but it could be that, like just use your imagination, imagine everything that you would like, daydreaming, but not in the sense that you're losing sight of things, but it's just more like visualization and just focusing on what it is that you would like to see for yourself. Like, how do you envision your freedom to be? What do you consider freedom for you? But I feel like whatever you're facing, whatever you're encountering, my nose, because I got allergies, it's like as long as you stay open, as long as you continue to keep your heart open while you're going through whatever struggle, obstacle, or whatever it is that you feel like it requires perseverance on your part, that requires bravery, that's what's going to allow the wheel to turn in your favor. Like it says, the turning point. See, I was going to say step up because I'm thinking fire sign, fire energy, like don't let your fire die down in my mind. And then the Queen of Wands came out. This is about like, because perseverance, fearlessness, bravery, that's something that embodies the fire sign energy. So this is like you pulling on your fire sign energy, your fiery energy, your passion, the thing that drives you, motivates you. Like continue to forge ahead, burning whatever that you need to burn out of your way. This is metaphorically. We're not talking about setting fires like the fire that was on Saturday. But it's like continuing to let your passion, your love, your passion, because the Queen of Wands is also a very generous, warm person. So don't turn cold. Don't be detached. Stay connected, but then it could even be at that small level of the page, but be as fierce as the queen. The page is a child, but the queen is an adult. I'm not saying to be a woman. I'm just saying being like fiery and sure, self-assured, brave as an adult, but still having your heart open and still having wonder in your heart like the way a child would. That's going to be like the key to this. Now, I want to see what this card is because it was sticking out. Two of Pentacles. It's like maintaining that balance too, because there are going to be times where you're going to have to be very passionate, maybe having to show that fierceness, but then there's also that time where you have to show that gentle side, that loving side. So it's like that fiery lion energy, then with the gentleness of a water sign, a child like wonder, like childlike innocence. It's interesting. It's like that you have to balance that. Because I think it could be having to do with inner child too. Where's the redemption card? What is the redemption card? This card flipped over, but it was the Five of Cups. There could have been some sort of disappointment you experienced. That could be the thing you're trying to overcome right now, trying to move on from. Something that could have closed out your heart, especially if it's like it was deeply disappointing. Disappointing. Redemption. What's redemption? Hope, miracle, turning point. Hope, miracle, turning point. The Sun, the Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. See, the Sun card came out with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. It's like some sort of new beginning may be starting. You could be closing out a cycle. That could be the wheel turning. So it's like closing out one cycle, or it's transitioning you into a different phase in your life. Maybe a different timeline. Who knows? How we could jump timelines. We're like the way people jump ship. That's how I think of it. the timeline thing. Like you just like, I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna take a different turn, and you just like completely change your course. What direction you were going to, you were like, yeah, I'm going in a different direction, and that's how timelines are switched, because you completely move away from whatever path you were, and you kind of diverted into a new path, and then it's like that's how we start new timelines. For some of you, this is what happened. You've probably found this balance, and this is what made you overcome something. So now something's pivoting into where you're going to have a new beginning when it comes to finances, and then maybe even love. And it could be something that you do with finances that is something you love. You know, it's connected to something you love. It could even have to do with a relationship, like having a new relationship where there is love and there's stability, a job that you love, a new job that you love, you know, a new place, a new home that you love. So it's like some sort of redemption is coming, a turning point, a miracle. But this is a miracle of your doing. This is you doing the work, doing what you need to do to free yourself from whatever may have kept you trapped. Disappointment, grief, sadness, overthinking, not taking chances. Hopefully, it's also you probably taking yourself, like, no longer being small. Maybe this is what it is too. Like, because we can, you know, throughout our life, we have to switch between energies. There are going to be times when we could be playful and creative and imaginative and childlike, but then there's times that we got to be strong and fierce and like indomitable. That's what it was, indomitable, where like someone, I want to say indomitable, like you're a force to be reckoned with. We have to do that throughout our life. You know, we can't stay only the Queen of Wands all the time, or King of Wands, or King of Pentacles. We switch between different things, different energies, because life requires us to, experiences, circumstances, situations, even people, you know. But it's like this perfect alignment, this I don't know why I want to say enmeshment. I don't think that's the right word, but it's like, I'm just seeing like everything coming together and it's aligning, but it's like a fabric. It's something's being coming interconnected. It could be intermingling. Enmeshment is the word that came to my mind. That might mean something to somebody. So what is this fusion though? Fusion, align, openness, harmonize, collaboration. It's the High Priestess. It's you trusting your intuition. This could be something that is like internal, like it's you trusting your intuition. You being brave, taming your fears, your insecurities no longer, you know, because the Queen of Wands is someone who is very confident, has leadership, stands up for what she believes in. It's very unique, different than anybody else. They stand out, you know, very magnetic. For some of you, that could be something that you probably like, you know, and that could be what's allowing you to connect to yourself. Is this like enmeshment, this interconnectedness is, I think it's like different facets of yourself that are coming together. It's some sort of integration, alignment within oneself, but that requires some sort of openness, because certain things have to be allowed in order to trigger certain responses or changes or adaptations, or evolutions that we experience. And the High Priestess is someone who's connected to her higher self. She's connected to her intuition, you know? And in order for you to be really connected to your intuition, you have to remove those negative, egoistic ideas, thoughts, beliefs, you know, because they can cloud your judgment. And we saw a lot of clouds here with the seagull, you know, seagulls be flying up in the sky. We got redemption with the clouds, you know. This looks heavenly, but you know, clouds represent thoughts, ideas, but it could represent confusion. If you were experiencing some sort of confusion and then now you're becoming more aligned and stuff, this alignment is allowing you to be more connected to your intuition, to your inner knowing, your higher wisdom, even to source, whatever you consider source for you. And then we have the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is about the Queen of clarity, like cutting through any illusions, confusions, delusions, and seeing things clearly, knowing that you can trust yourself, trust your inner guidance. This is what this alignment is bringing to you. So some of you, if you're very spiritual and, you may be experiencing some certain things happening. Look at the Page of Swords. Yeah. Look at the Page of Swords came out. It's like you're learning something new. But it's like a new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of intellectualizing and logically, something. I'm thinking about logicizing. I don't think that's the word. But it's a new way of intellectualizing things, maybe. And it doesn't have to be intellectual, but yes, it does. Because when you're trusting your intuition, you have to be able to understand what your intuition is telling you and knowing that it's telling you the truth. It's not going to tell you shit that is not true. It's not going to tell you things that you want to hear. It's going to tell you what you need to hear to help you to move forward, And it may be new to you. For some of you, this may be a new way of being, a new way of thinking. But I heard a song, I Just Want to Be With You. That song is, I have my Bluetooth on and this song, did it finish already? Look, it's again. That song is just, I hear it's like, I just want to be with you. Maybe for some of you it is love, I have a shuffle on. I don't know what's playing right now, but I just heard, I just want to be with you. I'm sorry for being so random, but this like new alignment, like, maybe seeing signs, synchronicities, certain things that really resonate with what you're experiencing, providing you answers. I am using the Answer Oracle, but there could be certain information that your higher self is providing you, your intuition is providing you. And it could be also aligning to certain things that you're seeing, synchronicities, angel numbers, any numbers. It doesn't, let's just like angel numbers are numbers, okay? And it's numbers that you repeatedly see. It doesn't matter if there's like 444, 333. It could be like if you're seeing 212, you see 212 everywhere, then that's a number that you need to look up. Okay, it doesn't have to be like 222 or 333 or 444. It's if you keep seeing repetitive numbers. You see numbers repetitively, like in different, those are angel numbers, those are messages. So I would say if you see anything like that, look that up because there may be a message for you in that. But it's like now some of you could, this is like I said, a new way of being, but then it's also going to require you to remain open and open to learning, open to collaborating with your higher self, collaborating with spirit, collaborating with God, source, angels, your guides. I just stopped here to star. This also could be you aligning so that you can go towards whatever your wish can be. The star, I know they say it's about the wish fulfillment. It's also about healing, but this is also tapping into the subconscious. This is also tapping into the collective subconscious, the 3D, like what we see in the news, what we experience in real life, but then also the spiritual realm. So for some of you, this is what's going on with you. There's that interconnectedness. And this is also tied to healing, because if you're not healed and you're like clouded, your judgment is clouded in any way, then that's going to also prevent you from seeing things clearly. So there could be also some element of healing going on within you that's bringing this some alignment. Look at the moon. So the star is Aquarius energy. The moon, subconscious fears. It's also intuition. Diving deep. Probably diving deep within yourself and discovering things that you never knew before, or it's starting to surface. Because you see, she's like in between the world. She's emerging from the water. She's half in the water, half out. She's receiving those messages. It could be music. You see those music notes around her as if she's singing. This is about singing, living your life to your own tune, like living to your own tune. Marching to the beat of your own drum, something about being in tune, something like that. I don't know if some of you are musicians or something. It's about balance, fairness, equal reciprocity where needed too, but also within yourself, remaining balanced as you're going through this like this new phase, this new cycle in your life, this transformation. It may seem a little bit magical, you know, if you think about stars making wishes and things coming true, it is magical. I see fairies as butterflies with butterfly wings. I don't know if you could tell there's fairies, butterfly wings. I don't know, some people see fairies, so I don't know if some of you see fairies or not, but I'm going to end that message there. I hope it was helpful in some way. I wasn't expecting it to be like this, totally different than what I was expecting. Very spiritual message for somebody. I hope it resonated with you in some way or another, or provided you something to think about, because, you know, like some of these messages could be metaphorical and they kind of like require a little bit of analysis to see how it applies to you, if it does apply to you at all. And if it does, you already know because you would have felt it. If it doesn't, then it wasn't meant for you. Hopefully, I will see you later. I'm still deciding if I want to go work out because I want to go to the gym. But I hope to see you later on today. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here and take care. Bye.